today we got dispatched to a gentleman, an older white gentleman that was trapped in the water over here at the intersection of 222 and Pell Road, as you see behind me. I responded on scene, verified that the subject wasn't still in the water. We contacted the town of Statensburg. We contacted Wilson County Emergency Management and also the Sheriff's Office, who had their dive team en route. The Eureka Fire Department also came in to assist, as well as Station 3. Statensburg Moyton Volunteer Fire Department came out as well. The subject was stuck in the vehicle. A water recovery was committed, but he was able to get out of the vehicle, and EMS came over here to come pull him out, and he's in the vehicle right now. The biggest concern that we have is that this little 2 inches of water right here.
170, I attempt to locate 208.
2 inches of water right there. The gentleman was driving on the 2 inches of water, and the current swept him over and pushed him into the water. That much water right there. That much water is what it took to sweep a vehicle off with the current, as it's currently flowing right now, into the ditch. We're begging people to please turn around and don't drown. We're really asking people to not put themselves nor first responders in the risk of any kind of water recoveries. This vehicle is now totaled. EMS is out. We got 4 different agencies that came out here to assist, all from 2 inches of water. We're begging and we're asking and we're urging the public to please turn around and don't drown.
How long has it been, Chief, that Statensburg has been dealing with the high water here?
We've been dealing with this here for years. Statensburg is kind of like on a hill. And whenever we get a heavy rain or any kind of water coming in, this happens every single time. We've gotten every excuse from people that grew up here, that learned how to drive on closed roads, to the entire gambit of excuses of turning around and driving. Just today by itself, I wrote 4 citations for individuals driving on a closed or unopened highway. That is a misdemeanor. There is no fine associated with that. That requires your appearance in court in front of a district judge because you drove on a closed or unopened highway. If there's water on the ground, turn around. There's 8-foot signs placed by DOT. Again, this is a misdemeanor. It is an arrestable offense.
And in the last few days, how long have you all had to deal with this water?
At least 4 or 5 times a day. About 4 or 5 times a day we've been dealing with this over here. The biggest, even citations, we probably wrote 20 citations since the water had gotten high about a week ago. Like I said, 4 was written today. We have first responders and EMS coming out here to the scene, and people in 4-door sedans following EMS and first responders coming out here, asking can they still go through, even with the water recovery. Please don't put ourselves and don't put first responders or you and your family at risk. There's a handicap placard hanging from that vehicle right there, which tells me that the gentleman needed some type of assistance. While yes, there are accidents and there are mistakes, we're asking and we're begging for the public to please turn around and don't drown.
And from what you understand, is the gentleman who you all pulled out of this going to be all right?
We believe so. He is currently inside of an ambulance right now, being looked at of EMS. At this moment, we believe he is. And we pray that he gets a speedy recovery.
And so just to reiterate, just a very important point here about driving in the water. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Please turn around, don't drown. As you can see, the water weakens up the asphalt, which is why DOT comes out here. Even just driving on it, you see all of the dirt and the debris that comes out from underneath the roadway. These roads are not safe to be operated and driven on. We don't want to be here no more than anybody else does. DOT will come out here once the water subsides, and DOT would do a scan on the roadway to make sure that it is safe for operation of vehicles. We're begging, we ask people, please turn around and don't drown.